Today, guys, we're back on another video, and this is going to be What If Naruto Had Will Release Part 1. Now, how I see Naruto gaining will release is very simple. Naruto, on the day of the Nine Tails attack, as a baby, Danzo would get to the area far before Hiruzen and the other Ambu to tell him that that Hiruzen that Orochimaru was attacking the village. Hiruzen feeling like he was the cause of this problem, he told them to deal with he told them to deal with the attack, to deal with Naruto while he goes off to deal with Orochimaru as mm-mm, a root Anbu disguised as Orochimaru would be attacking other root Anbu, making it seem as if he was Orochimaru trying to take out the Anbu forces. Once Hiruzen appeared, he went on to attack Orochimaru as, or what he thought was Orochimaru. In Within the fight, he completely dominates Orochimaru, but Danzo still is given enough time. The actual Orochimaru would appear beside Danzo, as he then said he will be a perfect asset to the Leaf Village. He will become a weapon that when other villagers hear his name, they cower in fear of his power. Danzo said, as then Orochimaru said, "And what do I get out of this, Danzo? Mm, I'll give you as much Sharingan as you want. And at least give me around 8 more years. And you can have as many Sharingan as you want." As he smirked wildly. Alright. As he then picked up Naruto, then he went off to one of Danzo's secret bases that were that was underground within the Leaf Village. Orochimaru then pulled out 12 vials of Hashirama Senju cells, as he then injected Naruto with all 12 of the vials. "This should be good enough," Orochimaru said. Then, as he then put the vials back up, as he said, "You know, these cells are so potent they can regenerate for themselves. I can have already used up some, and it will be full again by tomorrow. Bye, Danzo." As he then leaves the Leaf Village, Danzo, noticing that Naruto's skin did not turn pale, he thinks that Naruto was a failure. He then brings Naruto back to the area as Hiruzen Hiruzen gets back just in time, right a couple of minutes after Danzo leaves Naruto. As he then looks at Naruto, not knowing the name of the young boy, he then tries his best to think of a name that Minato would probably think of. And then it clicks inside of his head. He was mentioning something within the office once Hiruzen was passing by. We finally done it. His name? It's gonna be Naruto Uzumaki, the greatest shinobi ever. He will be a legend. Minato said, as once that flashed within Hiruzen's head, he then looked down at a baby Naruto, picked him up, and then went off to the Hokage's office. If y'all are wondering why Naruto's skin is not pale, I could say this over and over again. He is Uzumaki, already a relative of the Senju clan. Plus, he is the reincarnation of Ashura. So it should fuse without making his body look terrible. It should just look normal, like how the first Hokage's skin looked regularly, basically. Naruto um would have a childhood roughly the same, except at the age of 2 years old, Naruto started to once Naruto spending time with Hiruzen. Every time that Naruto was spending time with Hiruzen for a whole entire week, like the whole entire village had had been overflowing with plants and life. Hiruzen wondered why every time that he visited Naruto. And then he thought the same thing happened when the first Okage was happy. Or at least that's what his sensei told him. He then thought, as he as he then thought about it, and then he gave the next day he went to Naruto. Naruto did not expect him since they had a routine, and Hiruzen violated that routine. Hiruzen then gave him some papers in and items that could be used for chakra control. Naruto would use this for would train on chakra control for an whole entire year. Even though he got bored of it, Hiruzen kept on telling him that if he becomes good at chakra control, he'd become the best shinobi ever. And at this point, Naruto wanted to become as strong as Hiruzen. He wanted to become stronger. In fact, he wanted to become so strong that he was capable of taking down multiple Kage while yawning or sleeping. Naruto, Naruto, hearing that this was his way of gaining maximum power, he would train under chakra control. Mm-mm. He would do this for another year as he hit the age of 4. Naruto had around Hiruzen's level of chakra control at this point. Since he had been a protege, he was literally a beast, a protege god. Since Like, my nigga literally learned the technique that took 3 years, 3 years to create. I mind you, 3 years to create in under a week, or within the limits of a week's time span. He did that. So, with proper materials and um a good amount of, like, what they call it, inspiration, Naruto was able to get on Hiruzen's level of chakra control. As then Hiruzen asked Naruto to focus chakra within his hand. Naruto did so. By the way, he was only 1 day away from Danzo revealing the truth about how he's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Naruto, Naruto's body. Wait, no, I'm thinking about it. Think. Naruto. Naruto would focus chakra within this area, but a good amount, and then a tiny tree sapling would come out of his hand. Hiruzen then said had been pushing within the hand had made the growth of the little sapling that had just grown within his hand um move rapidly. If he had kept this up, he would be able of creating around a golem's for if he kept it up, charging chakra into the tree for an hour, he would be able to create a almost Hashirama Senju's golem sized tree. Naruto focused chakra within this little sapling that had appeared within his hand. As it sprung up, shooting everywhere, wrapping around the other trees that he was in the forest, by the way, because Aruzen thought about it. Now, you can't become the Hokage if you're not smart. But Haruto was a little bit stupid, I ain't lying, but like just letting Donzo walk all over him, bro. Donzo was just grunting. Like he didn't care. Anyway, Naruto. Um, yeah. Naruto's little sapling had grown into a big, gigantic tree that was quickly wrapping around other trees within the forest. Naruto then stopped the chakra propulsion as he was constantly dumping chakra within this little sapling. After he stopped dumping chakra within the sapling, it started to. It still was growing. This was because of the fact that Naruto had a greater affinity for wood style than Hashirama ever could. Because of the fact that Naruto's clan's second Kekkei Genkai that they share with the with the clan called the Senju clan was awakened to its fullest. Now, I don't know if y'all thought about it, but Ashura, this nigga, he was technically full Uzumaki. He was technically Uzumaki and Senju. And we know that Ashura had even more chakra than reanimated Hashirama Senju. And that's saying something. So, with that in mind, I have reason to believe that I I have reason to believe that Naruto is completely, with the two Kekkei Genkai finally joined together, it completed the Kekkei Genkai's transformation. If y'all don't know what the Kekkei Genkai was, the reason why the Uzumaki clan and the Senju clan have so much chakra is because of that Kekkei Genkai. Since it doesn't officially have a name, we're just going to be calling it the Uzukeke. The Uzukeke. The Uzukeke. The Uzukeke. Once combined together, it reached its full potential. With the tree sucking in nature energy, it kept on growing. Since they had more of an abundance of nature energy than there was an abundance of Naruto's natural chakra, the tree grew quite a bit larger. It grew larger, more quicker, basically. As we then see Naruto with a smile on his face. I'm like the first Hokage, Naruto exclaimed. Now, I know y'all probably thinking, what y'all about to say? Yeah, he has the same Kekkei Genkai as the first Hokage, but the third Hokage had seen Hashirama use one of his wooden jutsu before. They had never grown to the grown as quickly as Naruto's was growing currently. And then back in the toilet, not working. Hiruzen then told Naruto to stop, but Naruto was too focused on the tree and how big it was growing. He didn't even notice that he was forcing his chakra and the Nine Tails chakra in the hence the reason why it's growing so quickly. The tree growing at a large amount, it was around the size of her it was around the same length. Why did I say size? The same length as one of what his name was? Hashirama Sen. Why am I keep on forgetting? Hashirama Senju's most powerful jutsu, the wooden golem. It was almost the same size. Well, length. Ooh, stupid. It was almost the same length. And then Naruto pulled back his chakra after realizing that he was feeling lightheaded from the chakra exhaustion. After around 1 hour of sleeping, Naruto got back up, feeling completely regenerated. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this video. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications, the post notifications, and yeah, subscribe as well. Thank you.